back with another episode of Still Making It. Actually, matter of fact, this is the first episode of Still Making It. And I just wanted to really just talk about why I even want to make this series. I want to make this series really to just document my life, for real. No bullshit, no filter. Well, somewhat of a filter, let's be real. But every time, and I remember everyone has this dream, saying, oh, I want to be a YouTuber, I want to be this, I want to be that. And it's like, yeah, it's cool, but sometimes it's very vain. There's no real reason as to why do you want to do what you says you want to do. Me, I know. And I feel like I've been pushing it off for a long time, and it's not doing a service of justice to me or the people who see my art. A lot of times, and YouTube University is king. Every time someone looks up something, they're like, oh, how do I do this? Bow, go to YouTube. And I find myself doing it on practically anything I want to learn about or have learned about. YouTube has been in the picture. And I say that to say on an art scope, right? It's at least in my experience, it's so hard to find art YouTubers that genuinely take you through everything. Every aspect of their day-to-day. And I'm not talking about the cringy vlog. No, I'm talking about value. Oh my gosh, I just watched this video and they went to this art show, but now I know how to set up. And I know that you shouldn't use heavy easels. You should go on Amazon and get the 6-pack pop-up easels for $60 because that's way more efficient, and then it's gonna save you time and you're not gonna break the bank. Things I wish I knew, or things that I found out on my way as of becoming an artist and using my creativity. That's the whole goal. I'm still making it, because at the end of the day, I'm still making it. And it's a progress. It's a journey. It's never. I feel like you could look at every artist that you think has made it, and they still have something that they're chasing, something bigger, something greater. My dad's an artist for reference too, but he says, he's a muralist, but he says that he's always searching for his best piece. He's always searching to make his best work. And he said he's never quite got there yet. And I admire that, because I'm like, damn, that's crazy to say that all these big murals and everything you do isn't what you consider your best work yet. It's like a mix of pushing yourself to a limit, not even a limit, pushing yourself to the max and the potential you're capable of. And I admire that truly. And that's something that I want to pursue and push with my art. But I just want to be more of a vessel of understanding for creativity, for those who think they're not creative, but they are, for those who want to know more about art and how they can express themselves in a way. Because even for me to get to this point, right, it took so much trial and error. But that's the problem, right? I feel like when you go to other sources, like YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, all that, it's always like the finished product, or, oh, I just sold these amount of prints. That's it, of every artist. It's either you're a starving artist or you make 1,000 prints that sell overnight. And it's just, there's no medium. Like, I feel, where's the artist that's in that medium? The only artists I've found, and the ones I like to follow, are just having like real talks, or just straight to the camera like this. Just having some outlet to express yourself creatively, and not just in an artistic form, but in a way that's gonna inspire. That's the whole point of this, right? I want to be able to look at a video and be like, dang, would a younger me look at this and be like, I learned from this, I have value from this. That's the whole goal. I want it to be too, not even a younger me, but when I, down the line, I want to look at this and be like, yes, bro, you actually did the shit. You did the damn thing. And now that you're doing the damn thing, you're reaping the benefits of it. And that's what I want to do. And I'm not phased on the money, no, none of that. I just want to document my creativity, right? I want to be able to look back as a creative journal, be like, dang, we did this. We're still making it. And that's why I'm saying we're still making it, bro. I'm doing this because, bro, fuck all the other shit. I know I'm going to make it, right? I have God on my side. Everything is working in my favor. So I know this is part of the plan. So me starting this is me, and me documenting this is just more so So I can look back and be like, dang, you remember when you were stressing about rent and then you made that for art show? Dang, you remember when you didn't know about the value of your art? And then a random Italian lady saw your artwork and who don't know you from a can of paint say they need to charge at least $1,000. It's different. So it's for me. Let's lock in. Let's do it. Let's do it for real. Because now, yes, like I said, money is a byproduct, but it's the value, right? I've been searching for my style as an artist for the longest, and that's been the whole issue. What is my style? When people ask me, dang, I remember there was a point people used to ask me, dang, you're an artist. What do you do? I could not answer that question. To this day, I say I'm a creative, but when people ask me, well, what do you do? They mean, what's your style? Do you use acrylic? Do you use oil? Do you use sculpture? Do you use spray paint? Do you use charcoal? Do you draw? Do you pick up pastels and make something? I didn't know what to choose. I didn't know which one was me. I really didn't. And I was like, and then, are you a photographer? Because mind you, at that time, man, it's just, for lack of better words, I did not have my eggs in one basket creatively. Always doing a bunch of things, but I feel like that's necessary as a creative. I gotta do all the odd jobs, because those odd jobs, they pay you in terms of, what do I don't want to do? What do I like doing? What skill did I learn from this that I can use in my creativity? Even in real life experiences. I can think back to times where I've had jobs that I did not think much of, but I end up learning many skills that paved the way for my creativity in all aspects. For instance, one thing, I used to work for a boat company where we used to make boat thrusters on a boat, like yachts and stuff that makes them turn faster. I was making that. Why? It was an opportunity. I took it. Boom. Now, fast forward, I'm using the stuff I learned in that job, how to solder, and use a soldering iron in my tech. It's so cool to be able to be like, you didn't know what this was helping you accomplish now, but now when you can step back and be like, damn, I needed that. I needed to go through whatever that was, whether it be hell in that moment. Now, my peace, I've gotten through it, because you will always get through it. God won't put you through something that you can't handle. And I want that to be known. Like, you got it, right? You really just have to understand that it's a mental thing, bro. And just the moment you just continually lock in and be like, nah, I'm not accepting nothing but greatness, because my God is great and I'm a representation of him. I'm made in his image. So I got it, and all these ideas, for me, it's like, how I see it, my ideas, my creativity, everything is derived from God. God gives me the gifts, God gives me these ideas, and I just act on them. So if I'm not executing on them, I'm doing him a disservice, I'm doing me a disservice, and I'm doing everyone else a disservice, because that is the point of why I'm on this world. I'm here to create. Simple as that. So let's do it. Welcome to Still Making It.